Hey friends and family, thanks for tuning in for tonight's Thursday Night Thought. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like something's being withheld from you? Like if you could just have fill in the blank, then life would be good. Obviously, we have all experienced that. And I want to share with you why it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. And so this blew my mind this week, and I hope it blows yours mind as well, because it's a powerful message. And I'm actually going to read it to you from my journal so that it's very concise and very to the point. Here we go. All that has been held back from you has been with good reason. That when the time is right, a tidal wave of destiny, purpose, resources, people, provisions, and fulfillment of prophetic dreams will crash over you in a tidal wave of abundance, to heal a wound of separation and to know that I am God. Can we just close our eyes for a moment and take those words in? That is beautiful, isn't it? So, what does this mean? And I'm going to read to you, like I said, straight from this journal, if I can read my own handwriting. Why would God put dreams in our heart and then lead us to a point where we feel like we're separate of them? It can be very confusing, right? And so what it took me back to is the Bible and all of the stories of our forefathers, Isaac and Jacob and Abraham, and all of these stories where something was placed in the heart, a prophetic dream was shown, and they came to a point where they questioned its manifestation. Even Christ was like, why did you forsake me? Like, what is being withheld, right? Welcome to Humanity 101. And we may come to think that we did something to create this separateness, that it was us, that it was our works, that it was something that happened. It wasn't the right timing, it wasn't the right situation, whatever it is, we try to make sense of it and give it understanding. So what this brought me back to is actually the story of creation. And we all know that story. So why did God intentionally create a tree that he knew Adam and Eve could not eat from, meaning he was withholding that from them? Why would he do that? And so I believe that we didn't really get an answer to that question, because what happened? The serpent came along that was like, your life would be great if you could only have the one thing that's being withheld from you right now. Right? Do you see this starting to unfold? And the story is that Adam and Eve ate from it, and even in that experience, they didn't have the one thing that was being withheld from them. Nothing felt good from it. Perhaps you're in a situation in your life right now where even if that tidal wave of abundance that is coming, by the way, crashed over you, you wouldn't be ready or prepared or even accepting of the fact that it is God. Because it's being withheld for a reason. So picture that tidal wave. It's almost like this huge suction of energy of something that is being withheld in your life right now and is waiting for you. And it's going to appear at the right time. So that means the right time for us is not getting fixated on the things that are not showing up in our reality, right? Like, that's the oldest trick in the book. If you think about it, it's like our kids. When our kids are in the room playing, and this happens to be our kids' playroom. So they're in here and they have 100 toys out. But of course, my daughter wants the one toy that her brother has. And we as parents look at that and go, you have every toy in this room. You do not need to have the one toy that your brother has. But we become fixated on the things that we don't have. Yet if we can drop that and not become fixated on it and focus on what's around us and what we do have and gain an appreciation for that, maybe you'll get so lost in those other toys and have so much fun that you'll forget about it, and all of a sudden when the time is right, that toy will be dropped into your lap. And when it does, you'll know that it's not from anything you did. It's not from any choice you did or did not make. It's not of any of your goodness. It's of the goodness of God. That is God showing up, crashing over us, that we give declaration and praise and thanksgiving to God. That to me is a little better plan. And it was a really big eye-opener for me this week and encouraged me in a lot of ways. And I hope it encourages and inspires you. And I look forward to sharing our next Thursday night thought together.